Hey, Alex.
How's it going?
Hey, good to see you. Ian McKee.
Alex Pickler.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Man, how's your day going? Thanks for meeting with me so late in the day, too.
Yeah, out there in the spring, doing a lot of spring cleanups,
Uh-huh.
thatching yards, just kind of putting the guys to work. It's early in the spring. We're excited to get going, and I'm excited to make some money this summer. So
That's good.
yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah.
Has business been well?
Business has been well.
Uh-huh.
I can't complain. We got a couple jobs already lined up for the next month or so.
Mhm.
Um, we're just gonna keep plugging jobs in the calendar and keep chugging along this summer like we normally do.
All right. Well, it seems like you're a well-to-do guy.
Well, someone's got to get out there and do it, and if not me, someone else is making the money. You know how it goes.
Well, with that being said, I'll jump right into it. So I've set an agenda. We have about 10 to 15 minutes to set aside today. Is that all right for you?
Yes, that's perfect actually.
All right, very good. Well, if you don't mind, I would like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
So, uh, first of all, I'd like to learn more about Spickler's Landscaping. How long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business. I mean, I started out of high school, kind of learned the trades here and there from working at the Rockford Park District, and then some other private landscape companies. And then after my boss retired, I just kind of took it over about 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I took over all his accounts, and hired a couple more guys, kind of expanded the business a little bit, and slowly took on more responsibilities, more jobs around the city, and now we got ourselves a decent crew, and we're making money, so life's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
So you had said you had added guys on to your workforce. How many guys are you currently operating with?
Right now we have 14, working on hiring a 15th here pretty soon. Like I said, we got jobs lined up, so I'm gonna need more guys. So we'll say about 15 for this meeting, since by the time this, if anything, is implemented, it'll be 15.
All right, very good. Well, I also wanted to learn about how you conducted your payroll. So what's your process? Like, walk me through it. Where do you do it at? How many hours does it take? That sort of thing.
Sometimes I do it.
Hmm.
Sometimes my wife does it. She works at the bank, so sometimes if she has the time, she'll do it. She's kind of more money savvy and the tax savvy
Oh, okay.
person.
Yes.
But a lot of times I'm doing it, and it really it takes a lot of time, honestly.
Yes.
It's a lot of steps, and sometimes I've even missed some steps, and but sometimes it takes me twice as long just because I'm trying to be careful and not do that. But it gets
Yeah,
done mostly by me, sometimes by my wife.
I understand. And when you do it, how many hours out of your week does it usually take?
I would guess somewhere between 3 and 5 hours. So
3 and 5 hours
yeah, so I mean
out of a week.
right. So
That could really add up.
it does. I mean, you're talking 15 hours a month, 20 hours a month potentially, and that's I could be out quoting jobs. I could be doing a lot of things with that time. So
Yes,
yeah, it's kind of disappointing.
I understand.
Hmm.
If I uh, at ADP, if that would be able to minimize your time, is that something that you think would interest you?
With the payroll process?
With the payroll, taking less time out of your week, do you think that's something that might be of interest to you?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's like I said, the more time I can be out away from the computer, the better. So.
Very good.
Hmm.
Very good. Well, I'd also like to let you know a little bit more about ADP and what we do as a company, if that's all right with you.
Sure.
Well, ADP specializes in payroll and HR. Specifically to you, actually, let me ask you this. Do you have any HR issues of sorts?
No, not really. I mean, the hiring process is pretty simple. It's mostly all word of mouth, and
Mm,
we don't really do much screening, in the landscaping business.
okay.
It's mostly a guy knows a guy who knows a guy. You know what I mean? And I'll
Yeah,
come in,
yeah.
I'll interview him, and if he seems like a good worker,
Uh-huh.
we'll start him up.
All right. Very good. So more specifically, we're going to be talking mostly about payroll.
Yes, payroll. Yeah, I'm not having too many issues in HR.
Okay. Well, ADP is a pretty large company, and it serves over about 625,000 businesses, all types of different businesses, in over 100 countries. So
Wow.
yeah, you can see where it's got some trust behind the brand. Yeah. So um, ADP pays around 24 million in the U.S. and 12 million elsewhere. It is the largest provider of HR services. Just to talk about ADP, stroke the boat a little bit, stroke the boat, and yeah, our client retention rate is 90%. So we like to deliver.
Hmm. So, tell me more about your payroll.
Oh, payroll, sure. Well, we have a mobile payroll system,
Okay.
which allows you to take your payroll on the road with you. And obviously, there's a desktop version as well, which is easily seen. But I could show you the mobile payroll and how simple it is if that's something that interests you today.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, let me whip it up right here. All right, if I could just get your attention a little bit more.
Yeah.
Very good. So the name of the app is Run ADP.
Okay.
It's a free app to download. So that's fantastic. And what you do is contract with us. So here's the home screen.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes in, we'll go right into it. So for your payroll, you obviously have a check date, a start date, end date, and then you have the option here of whether you want it to be a direct deposit. So you could just click on any of these individual icons and go right into it and adjust the information accordingly. Does that seem alright to you?
Yeah, I'm catching on here.
All right, very good. Well, on this screen we have all of your employees. Each employee you could go individually and take care of each one with the information, whether that be get in here their whatever hourly rate per employee, any advances, maybe if you want to loan them some money, maybe if they have a miscellaneous expense, you are free to do all these things with this app.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Do you think this is so you catching on so far?
Yeah, sure.
One of the great things is that you could just easy slide and you're at your next employee. And I believe you said how many employees do you have?
We'll have 15.
15 employees?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, then very good. You'll only have to swipe 14 times and you can take care of all your guys.
That's right.
You're kind of seeing the simplicity in all this?
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, there you go. The hourly rate, regular rate, salary, overtime, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Yeah, just go through there and you register it all. You click, you're going to calculate for that payment period, and you'll have all the information you need right there.
Wow.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah, it does seem simple enough.
Very good. Well, do you have any questions for me before I continue on with pricing?
Not right now. Let's talk about pricing first, and then I might have some questions for you.
All right. Very good. Well, right here is our pricing guide. It'll be an implementation cost of $150, one-time fee for the company.
Okay.
Okay.
So just one time, 150.
One time. That would be the $150 service fee.
Okay.
Okay, and then depending on the number of employees, you had said that you have 14 currently, but are working to get another 15.
Mm-hmm.
Not another 15, but add one more person
Right.
for that 15.
Yep.
Very good. Well, then that payroll processing would be $38.95 for that period, and if you choose to go with HR services, that would be $58.95.
Okay.
Very good. Do you think this is something that might be feasible for you?
$38.95. Every payroll is kind of expensive.
Yes.
If you ask me, I mean, I don't know if I want to dish out that sort of money right now for payroll. It's kind of expensive.
I understand your concern. So you had said you spent how much time a week on this? On taking care of payroll for your company?
Roughly 3 to 5 hours.
3 to 5 hours.
Mm.
Well, at this rate, you would be able to cut a lot of time. I mean, in many instances, you could cut that 3 to 5, then more than in half. And with that time, can you see yourself doing more valuable things with that time?
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, there's always stuff to be done. Um, and I don't know really. You laid out some basic facts about ADP, but I don't. I'm giving you guys, basically access to a lot of information here. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if I can trust it, so to speak. We just met. I don't know if I'm ready to make that decision as of yet.
I definitely understand that concern, and even though I feel like you and I have a pretty good understanding of each other, I'd like to say why ADP is a trustworthy company. Like I had said, it services over 625,000 businesses across not only the U.S. but 100 countries, and the client retention rate exceeds 90%. So we're we get the business, and our main goal is to make it a win-win situation. We want you to have the best landscaping company, so that way you keep coming back to us, and we want to provide the best service so that you're a happy customer.
Sure, sure. Um, yeah, I mean that definitely sounds good. That sounds something I'm of interest in.
All right, very good. Well, I'd love to. I already filled out the paperwork and agreeing upon the price. If you could sign right here, we could get into implementation as early as this week.
All right, that sounds good to me, Mr. Ian.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Spickler. I appreciate your vote of confidence. I guarantee that ADP will not let you down. And if you do run into any concerns of any sort, I want you to deal directly with me. Here's my card.
Thank you.
You can call me anytime. Just let me know if you need anything or if you have any issues with the service. Not only do we have 24-hour service with our ADP offices, but as a relationship, as a trust, I want to give you that card.
Sounds good, Ian.
All right.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right.